Táin Óg League started last year in Ulster, where three games development staff, Pádraig Dowdall, Ryan Gaffney and Aidan Morgan, in their day-to-day job they realised that in several counties there just aren't enough teams to play meaningful competitions, and they had the idea that if we could wipe out county boundaries and maybe provincial boundaries and set up competitions for these clubs, it might be very, very beneficial. So it was a trial last year at under 13 level, and the hope was that we might get maybe 12 or 16 teams to enter. But we were very lucky and we ended up with 29 teams. Now they were primarily from Ulster, North Leinster, and the Connacht clubs were involved heavily at the time in the Féile. So we got word to them a little bit late, but nevertheless we got 6 teams from Connacht to enter it. So everybody played, I suppose, kind of round robin games, and every team last year made semi-finals, and then the winners of the semi-finals played 6 finals in Clonus, which was a wonderful day. So this year we said we'd take a chance and see could we run it at under 15 as well. Now we didn't think we'd get enough teams, but we were very, very happily surprised in that we got 34 teams entering at under 13 level and 34 teams entering at under 15 level, and a spanning 15 counties, right from Louth up to Derry, Donegal, all the way down as far as Mayo. So it's running very, very well now this year, and we're very happy with it.
The Táin Óg League is very important to Roscommon, for the simple reason we're a small group on the Galway border. We have 6 underage clubs, and playing in other counties is massive because it's new competition. We're too used to playing each other, so going and playing other counties is fantastic. We learn more, we get more competition, and more hurling, and that's the important thing.
We love our hurling. We're 2.5 miles from the Galway border, and hurling is in the parish here since 1905, so look, we have a good tradition of hurling, good tradition of sport, but hurling is our main game, I suppose, and passing on that passion to the young lads is partly what we're here for, and I suppose to give them the passion of the game, because the art of hurling it's a serious art and a serious game, and we love watching it, love playing it, love coaching it, so we are passionate enough about it, yeah. The Táin Óg League for Four Roads is massively beneficial for young lads playing hurling. All kids will tell you they love playing games, and this is just another parcel of the structure of what the GA are doing, that they give us more games, and the Táin Óg League gives us more games against different clubs outside our own county, which of course is a great experience for the young lads. They're not playing the same clubs the whole time, because in Roscommon we just don't have that amount of clubs, so to play other clubs outside the county is brilliant. So it's great benefit and a great experience for young lads.
The Táin Óg League is very beneficial for us Longford slashers. It's our second year in it now, and we're progressing with it. We're here now this evening in Four Roads, and it's a great challenge for us. We built on it last year. We our under 13 team got to the final actually of it last year, and we were bet by Four Roads. So there's kind of a revenge mission this evening, as you call it such. But we used it last year to build on our Féile. We won the under 14 Féile last year down in Longford. I was hosted in Longford, and that was great. And the likes of this evening and going forward is massive. Just like we're coming for small numbers, and our club slashes is there's 3 or 4 clubs around it. It's not necessarily a hurling club. There's football as well, and we're trying to keep it going with lads that play football and that, and it's great. It's a great competition, and long may it continue.
Táin Óg is positive competition because you get to play teams that you've never heard before, and it's kind of good because you get to travel a lot for them as well. The Táin Óg improves the level of your hurling because it kind of gets under 13s. It kind of gets you built up for the Féile in under 14s. So after the Táin Óg, you'll be kind of hyped up for the Féile in under 14s.
The impact that a competition like this can have, I suppose, in the short term, is that it's given games again to clubs that wouldn't have had games before, or the games they had were just against their neighbours. So if you're in a county that has just 3 clubs, well, you're playing the same 2 teams every time you play a match. So what this competition is doing is it's giving them games to begin with. It's giving them a series of games at their own level, hopefully, and it's giving them games against players from other counties, which is brilliant. And those that are lucky enough then to make the finals, it's given them a big day either in Clones or in Breffni Park, which in itself is outstanding. Long term, what it's going to do is, I suppose, it's going to raise the profile of the game. It's going to make it more interesting in those clubs. It's going to make more children want to play the game. And further down the line, you know, we're hoping in time that we'll introduce it at 17, under 17 as well, and we're hoping next year to introduce it at adult level, and that's badly needed, because again, the same thing, you have I suppose really you have about 14 counties that have less than 10 clubs with an adult hurling team, and you've got 8 counties with less than 8 clubs with an adult hurling team. So getting matches is a big problem. So in this way, we're grouping teams into maybe, you know, at the moment with the underage, we're grouping them into groups of maybe 6. At adult level, we'd hope to group them into groups of maybe 10 or 12 and let them play their own competitions out. And that is what players are looking for, that's what clubs are looking for.